unfit for consumption. The gala was black tie, the kind of night with champagne towers and ice sculptures shaped like cherubs. When the outbreak began, guests bleeding from the eyes, tearing at each other in gowns and tuxedos. It was chaos dipped in caviar. The survivors barricaded themselves inside the luxury hotel. Among them was Nolan Husk, a Fortune 500 CEO who just laid off 100,000 employees via a mass email titled, "Let's Innovate Together." "Listen up," Nolan had said, straightening his blood-smeared tie. "You need a leader. I've scaled startups, pivoted industries, crushed competitors. I can survive zombies." They believed him. All under Nolan's slogan, "We don't survive by sentiment. We survive by synergy." Within days, the panic turned to despair. The food ran out because Nolan insisted on hosting moral-boosting banquets and hoarding foie gras for executive needs. When tempers flared, Nolan accused dissenters of infection. The executions were swift, carried out by 2 unpaid interns who'd mistaken authoritarianism for leadership. Then came the hunger. Nolan framed cannibalism as sustainable resource optimization. His whiteboard diagrams made it look almost noble. They started with the weak, then the loud, then anyone who questioned the menu. Eventually the buffet thinned. He sat alone in the grand ballroom, surrounded by bones and broken champagne bottles. His skin hung loose over his frame, his eyes sunken, his belt cinched to the last notch. There was no one left to lead. No one left to eat. Then he heard them. Scraping feet. Low moans. Dozens of them just outside the barricade. "Finally," he said, slicking back his hair and donning a dinner jacket. "Time to make a legendary exit." He strutted into the street, arms wide, shirt open, shouting, "Come and get me, you corporate leeches!" The zombies paused. One ambled forward, opened its jaw, and then quickly recoiled. Another drooled, reached for him, then gagged. A third sniffed Nolan's neck and expressed their disappointment with a groan. Dozens circled him. Not one took a bite. Nolan looked around, trembling now. "Hey! I'm prime meat. My family's been marinating in wealth and power for generations." But the undead moved on, groaning in hunger, ignoring him like a bland hors d'oeuvre. He dropped to his knees, weeping, clawing at one of the zombies. "Please. Take me. I built empires." The last thing he heard as they staggered off was a grunt of revulsion. Even the dead had standards.